Welcome everyone, today we have a new guide for Diablo 4 for the server's name. As you can see behind me, we actually have a bag of pretty full legendaries. So in this video, I actually want to show you guys a new trick with farming the world boss. And before we start, let's loot the legendary, right? So you can get a lot of legendaries for clearing the world boss for the first time, of course, but there is a special trick that allows you to get multiple loots at the same time of the world boss. So coming over to my replay over here, so what has been happening is I was trying to record this whole thing, but my file got corrupted, so I waited for 3 hours to do it again, but we couldn't do it, so it's a little awkward. But nevertheless, I'll just want to make the video and explain the whole trick to you guys. So the first thing is, you want to be party with a friend if you can, and this is the best way. If you do not have a friend, this method still works, but it's a little bit inefficient, and you might not get 3 times the loot or 4 times the loot. You might still get double times the loot. So what I'll do is, I'll try to explain the whole process with you guys step by step with additional tips. Now the first thing is, you run over to this region, right? You usually want to be here a few minutes early, and you can use a teleportation portal. So what you do is, one of you actually run over here, the other friend can teleport to you. Now once you get to the location, what you want to do is, you actually want to leave the party. Once you leave the party, you want to be exiting the game. So by doing this way, you actually separate yourself and your friend out of different parties and out of different servers. So this way, at the start of the boss fight, when the boss appears, you'll be having a chance of fighting 2 different bosses on you and your friend. But if you're doing this solo, of course you don't have to do this. So ideally, why I want to do this is, once the boss fight starts, we'll be both communicating to see which of the boss is dying faster. And if one of the boss is dying faster, then the other player will join this player's server and kill this boss together. Right? And what we want to see is which of our bosses dying faster. And it turns out this boss for my friend's account was dying faster, so we're using his recording. So if that is the case, I will join his party and I'll teleport to his server. We'll both try to take down the boss very quickly, and once you do, you're going to start this method. Because you have taken down the boss with about 4 minutes to spare, sometimes even 5 minutes to spare, because you kind of focus on your team and all your effort. This works wonderfully with 4 people, of course. So what you're going to do is, you kill the boss, you get the loot. Now I'll show you guys over here. So we're going to grab the loot, and yes, on the first clear of the boss on this account, we do get additional catch. And you do get legendary jobs randomly. Sometimes you don't get it, sometimes you do. So what you want to see over here is, after killing the boss with about 4 minutes to spare, you want to leave your party, and then you want to leave the game. And me and my friend are going to do this at the same time, and this doubles efficiency. What we're looking for is, we're using the server reset method to try to change our servers. And as we change servers, we'll try to find bosses that have not been slain. And we'll join the party to slay the boss and try to get additional loots. So this is actually pretty good if you can slay the boss, and of course over here we couldn't make it simply because the time issue, and I'll show you guys over here. So after multiple times I couldn't find the boss, but over here on the other side we were able to find the boss. So let me show you guys over here. So on this particular recording, we keep trying to log in. As we keep trying to log in, eventually we'll find a boss that has not been slain. So let me wait a little bit. So over here, yes, eventually we found a boss that has not been slain, and you can see there's only 2 minutes left. Sometimes you're a little luckier, you'll find a boss that's just about to die, and then you can get a lot of loot. And then what you want to do is, you want to invite over your friend, so they join you over here and try to slay the boss. So that's what I did over here. Now it is very important to know that, guys, the player that finds the boss should invite the other player, not the other way around. Otherwise you come to the server with no boss, right? So here I'm my friend's trying to invite me, right? So you can see he'll be trying to invite me, and we'll try to take the boss down quickly. So make sure it's the player that finds the boss and invites you, not the other way around. And then once I teleport to this server, both of us will be trying to take this boss down for the additional loot at the same time of the boss spawn. And this way you can potentially get multiple boss loots. But the downside is, guys, if you're doing this way, and if you don't kill the boss, you kind of waste a little bit of time. And actually, I will show you guys during this whole recording. Unfortunately, the people that joined for this boss fight, we just didn't have enough people. And in the end, we were very close to killing the boss, but we couldn't kill the boss. So I was trying to make the recording to show you guys this is doable, to get 2 times the loot, sometimes even 3 times the loot. Some of my viewers were telling me about it, but I couldn't get it because I was really unlucky. But I still want to make this video to show you guys that this is definitely doable. And of course, guys, it is okay that you're doing this alone. You just use the same server method, and basically what you do is you don't have any parties, so you go to character selection and you log back in after killing the first boss. Try to change your servers onto finding other bosses. Usually the boss will have about 15 minutes to kill, and sometimes different parties will kill it differently. And if you're lucky, you can get 2 times or 3 times the loot. Now, in case you guys are wondering, yes, we do have a new video about builds for fighting the world boss, and over here on this video, I also wrote an article. What I want to show you guys is we're currently I think we have slain 2 bosses so far. I actually slept down for the first one, and the second one I was kind of missing the time, so I think I managed to get, how many did I miss? I think I missed 3. So actually I killed 1, there's 2 I missed. So right now we still have 6 more bosses to go. And we do have a countdown timer here, and the countdown timer should be accurate. How would you want to use the countdown timer is, at 00 mark, there's 1 boss. At 3 hour mark, there's 1 more. At 6 hour mark, there's 1 more. At 9 hours, there'll be 1 more. And all the way up to, keep going, right? So there'll be 9 bosses in total in the server. Right now, 3 bosses have spawned. So we're left with 6 bosses. So you want to use the timers as 9 hours, 12 hours, and also, 15 hours, just add up to 3 hours. Every 3 hours, you'll find a boss. And you do want to come over here and try this method with finding the boss and killing the boss. Now, in order to make things a little easier for you guys to farm the boss, so what I did over here is I did a quick timing guide for you guys. So if you come over to the countdown, notice this is 6 hours. And this means that 3 boss has been slain. And what you want to do is, once it gets to 9 hours, little before 9 hours, use the countdown timer over here. You can come over here and then you go for the boss. And after going for the boss, you'll be left with 5 bosses. So as of the recording of this video, we still have 6 bosses to go for the server slam. And this is the track record to use the countdown timer over here. Of course, to come to the countdown timer, it is in this article over here, and just click this button for the link to the countdown timer. I was a little worried I got the time zone wrong, but I got it correct. Now, going through the comments in some of the recommendations for the Flame Sorceress Mage build for this particular one, if you guys were interested. So in this article, I was saying I wasn't great with sources. So one thing I did want to stress out, if you're looking at this article for the build, a lot of players were saying don't invest too much into Hydra. It is actually better to go with Firewall. So less points into Hydra, more points into Firewall will be better if you can. But of course, we're limited to 21 points, right? So this is the limitation of the build during the server slam for the level 20 builds. I'm still pretty confident with the other ones. If you have tried for the board boss, you should be doing really well with damage. And once you do well with damage, this is how you can use this method. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of Diablo 4 related topics and also videos and also guides. We'll be looking to the top meta builds, no-meta builds, leveling up, and also Paragon tricks. We're also looking to the latest events and also official updates, and also changes to different characters and also different builds in the game. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also turn the notification on, because a lot of you who are watching the videos have not subscribed. You can see 80% of the viewers who are watching our videos have not subscribed. So make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for the latest update for Diablo 4.